All right, ladies and gents, welcome one and all to my official first workout on the road to my fifth in total bodybuilding show, but my first as a 34-year-old. I've competed twice at 24, competed twice again at 29. That's in 2015, 2020. We're in 2025. It's only right that another 5 years on, I give this shit another go. Now, I've been leaner, I've been stronger, I've been bigger, I've been younger. But I'm not going to let any of those things stop me from achieving my goal. This is big for me. I love bodybuilding. I love following bodybuilding. I've followed bodybuilding closely for 15 years. I wanted to be a bodybuilder and I trained like that for many years. 2018 came along and I had a gynecomastia surgery, which I wanted to get, ironically, to improve my bodybuilding. What happened is a recovery that was horrendous. I had some bad luck. I also made some bad decisions. And that recovery, instead of taking 3 or 4 weeks and getting back in the gym, took 3 or 4 months. And basically from that point, I had my first daughter. Life got a whole lot more hectic and I was dealing with this recovery. And basically since then, since the beginning of 2018, it's been stop, start, stop, start. But for the 8 years, well, for the 6 to 7 years prior to that, I was in the gym pretty much every day. No responsibility, no major responsibilities, not a care in the world except for building my physique. Now here we are. 7 years later. It's 2025. Today marks 4 months of sobriety from drugs and alcohol, which I'm proud of, and that has led me to this moment, which is officially bringing bodybuilding to this YouTube channel. And I'm fucking excited about it. So today, we're gonna start with arms. And I haven't really had a good look around this, workout station. But I know we've got, a rope, I know we've got a straight bar, I know we've got some handles, and most important of all, we have a pulley, a rope pulley. So, whether it's tricep pushdowns from the top, whether it's bicep curls from the bottom, whether it's an overhead tricep extension from the middle, we're going to be able to train some arms. I've got a dumbbell tower beside you, which goes from 3 kilos all the way up to 25. So I'll be able to use those for some arm training as well. And I think I'll include some tricep dips as well. So it's all new to me, as much as it is to you, this area, this facility, which is a home gym, and I'm going to utilize it. You know what I mean? Because there'd be no way I'd be standing in a gym, in a commercial gym, with a camera, talking to it. I'm just not going to do it. That's not the type of guy I am. I don't want everyone to stare at me, unless I'm on a bodybuilding stage, which is, I worked that out. I don't know. Either way, today is day one. I'm fucking excited. We're going to start with a bit of a warm-up. We're going to do a superset style bicep tricep workout, which means we'll do 1 set of bis, followed by a set of tries, and go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because number one, there's little to no rest time, which means little to no boredom between sets. And number two, with the decreased rest time, that means we can get in and out within 40 minutes. If I spend longer than 40 minutes training arms today, I'll be surprised. So the first exercise today, the first exercise of the day, I'll take my glasses off, is going to be, I can't see anything now. How's the lighting in here? That's the other thing. That's the other consideration. All right, so we'll start. So I'm going to play around with some angles. But today is all about training arms. It's about getting a decent pump. It's about beginning this type of video series off in the right way, which is with a sick pump. I'm going to whip my top off at the end. I'll probably stand pretty much right here and we'll do some poses. The other reason why I'm making this video, I'm in the gym, I'm determined, is because I've taken 2 weeks off of the gym. I've taken 2 weeks off of running, I've taken 2 weeks off of the gym, and I've eaten like shit, to be fair. So I'm drawing a line in the sand. We're here, we're doing this. This is day one, workout one, on the road to my next bodybuilding show. When that will be, I don't know. I'm not gonna corner myself into a specific date. All I do know is that there are a whole bunch of natural bodybuilding shows coming up around Australia in the month of September and throughout the month of October. So I've pretty much got a maximum of 10 weeks if I need it, and time will tell. So I'll let you guys have a bit of a look at my condition at the end of this workout, but the first thing we need to do is get the workout in. So I'm going to grab a 5 kilo dumbbell and I'm just going to go single arm. There's a mirror in front of me, so I'm just going to sort of have a look at what I'm doing. So I'm just going to go single arm, nice and slow, straight on, no angles. Eight. So I'll probably do 20 here. I don't know how much of each set, how much footage I'm actually going to include, but I do want to show you pretty much, at least every exercise, maybe not every rep, but definitely every set. So that's about 20. Feeling a little bit of a burn, a little bit of a pump. That's what we want. Do the same on the other side. Now my left bicep, my left forearm, basically my whole left sort of elbow area has felt better in the past. There are certain movements, certain angles that aggravate it. I'm going to try and work around it today. And that begins with this exercise, nice and light, to warm the area up and keeping it nice and vertical and in line. So we'll do another set each side, and then we'll head over to triceps and start warming them up. And we'll slowly we'll keep the exercise the same. We'll slowly increase the weight and decrease the reps until we're working with a 10 to 12 rep range, almost at failure on the last rep. That's where we want to be working. 10 to 12, almost at failure on the last rep. Okay. So, triceps. Triceps today, on this particular occasion, is going to be a rope tricep pushdown, rope tricep extension, whatever you want to call it. And I'd say I prefer a straight bar, but we've got plenty of time for that. Initially, we just want to once again warm up the elbows, warm up the tris. With this nice light weight, we can really extend at the bottom and flex, get blood into that tricep, and not have to worry about pushing any heavy weight. It's just all about just the motion, nice and slow. Probably do 20 reps here. Although in these warm-up sets, if I wasn't making this video, I wouldn't be counting the reps. And we'll probably do 3 warm-up sets in total. and then we'll be into our working set weight, whatever that may be. So I'm trying to extend fully at the bottom, which is something with heavier weight I most probably won't be able to do. It's a little bit of a burn coming on now. It's just the first set of many, so I'm not going to push it too far. We'll stop there, shake it out, we'll do another one, then we'll go back to bias. Alright, so it's been about 30 seconds. I'm going to do it again, another 15 to 20 reps. It'll be burning, you know, I'll be able to feel it by the end of it, but it is nice and light, and it's just preparing us for that heavier weight. These warm-up sets can be tedious, but at the end of the day, I'm 34, I'm not 24. So I need to take my time. And a lot of the rest occurs when we're training bis. So the tris will rest and recover while we're training the bis, and the bis will do the same while we're training the tris. That's the benefit of a superset workout. All right, back to bis. Okay, so we used 5 kilos before. We did 2 sets. I'm going to get the 10s. I'm still going to go one arm. We're going to go for 12 to 15. So brace ourselves. 2, 3. The working sets, I'll use 2 arms, alternating. But while we're warming up, just want to keep everything in line. Oh yeah, nice little burn there. Whew. 15 I think that was. Let's go again. Eight, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll do 10 reps each side now. Same weight, 10 kilo. Still warming up. We want it to burn, but we definitely don't want to be going anywhere near failure. Just get that blood in the muscle. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you're bracing yourself. You're preparing your nervous system. You're preparing the bicep for the heavier weights that are to come. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, back to tries. So we'll up the weight. We went from 40, we were at 40, whatever that is, 40 pounds, 40 kg, I'm actually not quite sure. Go for 80 well, sorry, 70. So we go 40 up to 70, and working sets might be at something like 100, depending on how heavy this is. So I haven't really trained in here before, so. Might actually get down on my knees for my working sets, just so I can really have a solid base, and I can be more upright. But no, this is all right. 8. Go for 12, and we'll do 2 sets. Once again, you want the burn, but you don't want to go anywhere near failure. So we'll shake it out, 30 seconds, and we'll get back into it. Okay, here we go. 12 reps. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's definitely a good burn. 11. Whew. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a decent warm-up set because it's decently heavy. Not super close to failure, but I wouldn't have been able to do 20 reps, I don't think, especially not at that pace. We're getting some blood in the muscle. That's 4 sets, 4 warm-up sets total for each muscle group. And I reckon I'm primed and ready to go into my first working set. So that's what we're going to do. So we'll grab the 15s. We'll go for a set of 12. And we'll use both arms, alternating dumbbell curl. And we'll see how that feels. Alright, so we've got the 15s, and we're going to go for it. 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, yeah, buddy. 12 reps. Decent. On to triceps, where we do 12 more. Pretty much straight away. Now that we're into our working sets, I'm going to go up to 100. Leaning into it. Nice and solid. Good solid base. And we're going to go for 12. Oh yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yep. A few more sets like that and we will be pumped. Whew. All right, we're going to try the old split in half mirror technique and go again. 15s. Do we go up to 17 and a half? All right, we will. We'll go up to 17 and a half. I want 10 to 12 and I want to be at failure on the last rep. All right. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 reps, 17 and a half, fourth set total, second working set. We'll do 2 more. But for now, it's back to triceps. All right, rest is over. Let's go. 1, 2, let's try and keep my elbows nice and solid. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yep. 10 reps, same weight at 100. Back to buys. Okay. So I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know it was going to happen this early. Not only have we had a change of attire, but I also forgot to press record. So I've done my 3rd working set for both buys and tries. This is our 4th and final working set for this exercise. An alternating dumbbell curl, followed by a rope tricep pushdown. This one's going to be a burner. The last one was, and if that burnt at 10 reps, this is going to burn even more. I'm going to go to absolute failure. That's what we want. What that looks like, only time will tell. I better check if this was recording. You know, I hate to be that guy disappointed that my camera didn't record, but at the end of the day, I am here to make a YouTube video, and a YouTube video we will make. Okay, 17 and a half, as many reps as possible, last set, best set. Oh. Okay. Oh. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Oh, shit. All right, straight on to tries. No rest. That's what a true superset is, I suppose. All right, let's go. 12 reps. 1, 5, going to get over a little bit. Oh fuck, 2 more. Now I really do feel like Sam Sulek with the grunts of the man. Oh my god. Alright, so that is exercise superset number 1 complete. Superset 1 complete. Alright. Next, we will be doing a straight bar bicep curl from the bottom to the top. If I can find the straight bar, it's got to be here somewhere. There it is. Where it was all along. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure of the weights. I'm going to put it at 40. We'll do a feeler set, a warm-up set. And my tricep portion of this superset is going to be some tricep dips done on the back of a bench, which is right behind the camera. So we'll do this, we'll swing around, we'll do that, go back and forth. 1 warm-up set of each just to get the new movement pattern down. And then, because we're warmed up already, because we're pumped, it'll be straight into working sets. With that being said, let us commence. Yeah, that was annoying me actually. Let's take this down. Annoying the shit out of me. Alright, we ready? Whoa, look at that! I'm ready, I tell you what. Woo! Let's go. Okay, that's light. Mate, I'm already pumped. I really don't need to warm up, but we'll go 80. We'll suss that out for 12, and we'll reassess. I want to keep my back straight. I want to keep my elbows and shoulders back. Using the biceps, not the shoulders. Keeping everything in line. You can play around with hand position, wider grip, narrower grip, but with a straight bar, I just like pretty, basically shoulder width apart. Making sure to keep those fucking shoulders and elbows back as best you can. Okay, bit of a warm up. We're pumped already. I like these, not everyone does. There's a bit of a stretch at the bottom of the movement. You've got to be okay with that. Doesn't really bother me. And depending on how far out you put your legs, depending on whether you put weights on your legs, will determine the weight, how much body weight you're effectively carrying. But first set, I'm not going to put my feet too far out. Up and down. 5. It's a good squeeze at the top. Oh, good extension. Yeah. So we'll just feel it out. No, that feels good. Okay. Oh, that feels real good. Back to the bar. I'm going to up the weight. I'm going to go 110. we'll go for 12 reps. Shoulders back, elbows back, biceps only. If you need to put a bit of, body English in at the end, do it. We'll just see how this feels. Shoulder width apart. Okay. Oh, yep. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more. Oh, fuck. Holy shit balls. Fuck, my arms are pumped. Oh mate, I don't know if it's this lighting or all of those donuts I've been eating for the last 2 weeks, but tell you what, I don't feel too shabby. Alright, so I put my hands pretty much underneath my ass. It's it's probably about shoulder width, to be honest. Take the weight down, up, extend, flex, keep that tension in the tricep all the way down, off the shoulders, on the tricep, up, 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 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh shit, they don't look like much, but they burn, man. Tell you what, they burn alright. Try something a little different. I'll go on my knees for this one. Alright. It's basically, essentially it's the exact same exercise, it's just on your knees. And to be honest, that's as low as this goes. I'd like it to be down there, but there's no tension. So this set is going to be just a slightly less range of motion, I suppose you could say. I'm still going to get just as much out of it. So we'll stop there. 2, 3. Don't mind this actually. 4. Makes you keep the tension on the bicep. 5. Any loss of tension you might get at the bottom is eliminated. 7. 8. 9. 12. Okay, triceps are definitely the lesser of the two evils at the moment, because that shit just then was brutal. Fucking brutal, alright? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jesus. 12 reps. Woo, we'll take a bit of a rest, I think. All right. Yet another camera angle and yet another set of biceps. This is the third of 4. And in this case, I'm going to go straight from bis to tris, and I won't even need to move the camera. Yep, sorted. Sorted, all fucking sorted. Oh, definitely got a good pump. And we don't need to do any more than, 8 working sets for each. You really don't. I mean, you can, I used to, but today, this particular workout, I don't have a hell of a lot of time. And, I've got places to be, people to see, things to do, and we can still get a really effective workout in within half an hour. So, set number 3, working set number 3, superset number 2, let's get it. I'm going from the bottom this time. 110. Okay. 10. Whoa, fuck! Yeah! That's 12. Okay. I'll go a bit wider, I think. Yeah. 9, 11. Oh, shit, bro. Whew. Oh, man. I mean, I've got to be completely honest. Like, when you get a pump, when you, there's no better feeling. There really isn't. Arnold said it. It's better than sex. Having a decent pump's better than sex. I mean, well, I had my moments, but on a day like this, I reckon it may well be the best feeling you can ever have in the world. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. There's no, if, ands, or buts about it. I am fucking pumped, and I'm feeling it. But as a natural athlete, the pump disappears at the click of a finger, it seems. And that's okay, because it's the thing that keeps you coming back, the pump. I remember telling a friend this years and years ago. He asked, how do I stay consistent? How do I keep coming back when the gains are so slow and so minuscule? And I said, it's the pump, bro. However I look, whilst I've got a pump, in my head, I'm thinking, if I keep coming back, if I keep training hard, if I keep hitting my protein, eventually I will look normally like I do right now with a pump. And that has kept me coming back. So to see myself with a pump, I'm telling myself in my head, even at the age of 34, if I just keep coming back, if I keep this shit up, eventually I will walk around with pipes looking like that, normally. That is what keeps me coming back. And this is the final set of the workout, so let's fucking get it. Let's get it. Let's get this shit. AMRAP. We're not stopping at 12. We're stopping at failure. All right? Let's do it. I probably haven't had enough rest, but it is what it is. 1, 2. Whatever we do, we keep the form. Whatever we do, we keep the form. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nah, that's enough. But we will do a drop, bit of a drop set, 110 down to 60, and we'll just rip it out. Fuck, nah, that's enough. That's enough. Now we'll finish this off. The road back to the bodybuilding stage, you know? It's an itch that I've got to scratch. And it starts today. How exciting. How exciting. Road to the stage. I'm going to regret that. I'm going to regret making this decision. But once the decision's made, the decision's final. It's locked in. Oh. I'm going to up the pace for these ones. Just try and rip out as many as I can. Probably put the legs out a little bit further. Oh. Oh. Yeah. 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 Guess I better have a look at the legs whilst I'm here. Like I said, I haven't trained legs. I haven't trained legs a lot recently. That's what they're looking like. I'll have a look at that at a later date. But for now, in true Sam Sulek style, we will check the pump. But yeah. Okay. All right. First pump check. First pump check on the road to the stage, 2025, 34 years of age. Let's do it. So tricep, I feel like an idiot with that on. Bit of a shot from the back. Well, folks, That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote for day number 1. Road to the stage, I don't know what it's going to be called. I think road to the stage is completely and utterly just overused, saturated on YouTube. So this will be, I don't know, man. I don't know. But today's video is the most important one. Just like I always say, like I have done in the past, the most important video for any YouTube channel, for any content creator, for any YouTube video series is the first one. It's the hardest one. It's the hardest one to get done. You know, you'll convince yourself it's not worth it. You'll convince yourself no one's going to watch. You'll convince yourself you're not worthy, or you don't have anything to share. But I suppose if one person watches this, then it was worthwhile. It's always going to be the hardest, but it's going to be the most worthwhile. Thank you, one and all, for your attention. It's been a blast. And just before I go, I need to see what the lighting is like on this side of the room, just to make sure. Just to make sure. That looks pretty good to me. And in fact, bear with me guys, just one more. One more. That's a wrap.